Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the McCallum High School class of 2026.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. I am Andy Boxa, the proud principal of McCallum High School. Welcome to our 73rd commencement ceremony for the class of 2026. While this is a time of joy and celebration, our graduation is a formal ceremony that requires dignity and respect from all in attendance. I ask that all guests act in a respectful manner during these proceedings. We will begin our ceremony with the senior class officers, Drill Patricia Hoffman and Olivia Pittman, leading us with the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag. The national anthem will be performed by the A.N. McCallum High School Band.
Good afternoon. I am Jill Hoffman, 2026 Senior Class President. Woo!
And I am Olivia Pittman, Student Council President.
Woo!
Please stand if you are able and join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the pledge to the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now time for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Please be seated. At this time, I'm honored to introduce our esteemed platform guests and campus leaders. From ASD Leadership, Matias Segura, ASD Superintendent. Dr. Angel Wilson, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Schools. Dr. LaTanya Emerson, Assistant Superintendent of School Improvement. Dr. Francine Taylor, Executive Director of Secondary Schools. Dr. Jonathan Smith, Executive Director of Secondary Schools. And with us this afternoon from our Board of Trustees, we have Candace Hunter from District 1, Catherine Whitley Chu from District 4, Andrew Gonzalez, District 6, ASD Board Vice President, Fernando Lucas de Uristi, at-large position number 8. During the ceremony, you may notice ASD staff members making their way on stage and presenting their seniors' diplomas. Guest diploma presenters for McCallum High School are Tara Bowman, Laura Beck, William Cawthorn, Lauren Kroom, Laura Castillo, Alma de la Cruz, Aaron Friedman, Aaron Fullerton, Anna and Joaquin Guerrero, Jessica G. Martinez, Kelly Merritt, Maria Nunez Sanchez, Robert Rosenblatt, Maria Satterwhite, Lori Saucedo, Angie and Jeffrey Secker Martinez, Beatrice Tavara, and Elizabeth Wilborn. From the McCallum campus, counselors Lauren Kroom, Mindy Kroom, Mark Garcia, Shelley Goldstein, and Nicolette Muller. Announcing names for the class of 2026 are Richard Coles, Jessica Garcia, Sarah Nowak, and Kat O'Neill. This year, class of 2026 has co-valedictorians, Elizabeth Falcon and Chloe Secker Martinez. Our senior class officers include Jill Patricia Hoffman, President, Sienna Gunning, Vice President, Sophia Victoria Manos, Communications, Aurelia Grace Beardsley, Secretary, and Stella Rose Little, Treasurer. Also joining on stage are the school leaders who got many of these seniors off to a strong start in school. The vertical team principals include Paula No from Maplewood Elementary School, Katie Pena, Highland Park Elementary School, Tammy Thompson, Gillette Elementary School, Kaylin Cielo, Lee Elementary, Kara Schultz, Ridgetop Elementary. What else do we have here? Leila Olano, Riley Elementary, Tiana Bell, Blackshear, Cynthia Senegal, Oak Springs Elementary, Timothy Estes, Killing Middle School, and Travis Bruner, Lamar Middle School. Principals, thank you for doing an amazing work preparing our students academically, socially, and emotionally. We share wonderful families and communities who honor us with the responsibility of guiding the education of their precious children. Also assisting us today are Associate Principal Terry Kirby, Assistant Principals Gabe Adame, Larry Featherstone, and Dr. Lavonda Loney. Also with us are our Registrar, Ms. Sonia Perez, our College Career Counselor, Dr. Jody Dennison, and of course our outstanding teachers, teaching assistants, and staff. None of these seniors would be here today without the commitment and hard work that happens every day from each of our staff members. At this time, I'd like to ask our esteemed school board trustee, Catherine Whitley Chu, to address our seniors.
All right. Good afternoon. Today we honor not just a milestone, but the unique journeys that brought each of you to this moment. There isn't a braided cord that shows who woke up before sunrise to care for siblings, who worked late nights to help with expenses, navigated illness, grief, or loss, or simply battled through days when showing up felt nearly impossible. And yet, here you are. Public schools are places where every story matters. We serve students from every neighborhood, every background, and every walk of life. You graduates are living proof of what happens when resilience meets opportunity. As you step into your next chapter, remember your story. Every part of it is your strength. Today, you join the ranks of proud Austin ISD graduates. Be the leaders who make sure others get to stand where you are now. Be the reason someone else believes in their future. Class of 2026, we're proud of you. And now, it is my distinct pleasure to present our Superintendent, Matthias Segura. Mr. Segura is a product of Austin ISD with 2 daughters who attend our schools. His mother was an Austin ISD classroom teacher for 42 years. He understands the challenges of ensuring excellence for every child. When Mr. Segura says we are in the forever business, we think in terms of generations. Matthias asks the hard questions, focusing on excellence and achievement and opportunity for every student. And now, Mr. Segura.
Thank you. All right, it's graduation time, Knights. We're here. Let's go. It's going to be a great day. I'm Matthias Segura, the proud superintendent of Austin ISD. Thank you, Trustee Willie Chu, for your comments. Thank you, Principal Boxa, for all your support and bringing all these incredible students to this moment today. You helped make this possible. Thank you so much for your leadership. Now, before we get going, our families, community members in the stands, I need you all to know that there are people wearing blue shirts around here who've been working for months to make sure that you got here safely. It was well organized. So please help me give them a round of applause. Thank you, blue shirts. To the Austin ISD families in the crowd, welcome and thank you. We are excited to celebrate this incredible milestone with you as one Austin ISD family. Usually when a speaker takes the mic, they wait for the quiet. But the moments before we get started are so incredibly powerful. There's a specific electric kind of noise that only happens on a day like today. The frantic scanning of the crowds, the high pitch, "I'm over here!" as friends and families reconnect, and the low hum of thousands of people coming together to share a moment. I love that sound because it's the sound of community. It says you are known, you are seen, and you belong. But tomorrow when the caps are tossed in the backseat of the car and your tassels are hanging from your rearview mirrors, that sound is going to change. You're stepping out into a world that feels less like a community and more like a shouting match. When we tell graduates to go out and change the world, it's heavy. And for this class 2026, it's particularly heavy. In a world pulsing with digital outrage and the relentless ping of notifications, how do we discern what actually matters? The algorithm wants you angry and impulsive. We want you unshakable and intentional. Because the loudest voices rarely hold the most weight. Noise just echoes, but character resonates. When you stand firm in who you are, your authentic voice cuts through the noise. And you didn't build that voice overnight. You built it here, year after year, right here in Austin ISD. So I need y'all to do something for me, graduates. How many of you all started in Austin ISD as kindergartners? If you did, I need you to raise your hand. Raise them high. That is absolutely incredible. 13 years. 13 years. That means you've been guided by more than 50 different teachers and coaches. You've been nourished by more than 2,000 meals and traveled thousands of miles on a bus. And let's not forget all the practice sessions, projects, and late night study sessions. Those 13 years were your training ground. They were a lesson in learning how to speak up, how to listen, and how to figure out who you are amid all this noise. Many of you demonstrated that exact maturity this year when faced with complex issues. You didn't just tune out or scroll past. You chose to engage. You used your voice, and you learned how to stand up for your beliefs. In my role, I've had to practice similar skills. Leading a district like ours has meant standing up for your values and navigating intense pressures. And I have undoubtedly faced my share. But in moments of immense pressure, you don't compromise on what's right. You stay grounded in what matters most. Our shared values. Creating great humans. Equipping students with the skills and character to build a life of purpose. And Austin ISD education has never been just a race to an elite college or a perfect score. The world doesn't need your GPA. It needs your grit. I know you're wondering if the world is going to keep its promises, and it's okay to feel that way. You had a global pandemic. It reshaped your childhood. You already know how to handle the unexpected. And that is exactly how you'll face your first. Soon you'll have that first night in an apartment that is yours alone, where the silence feels a little too loud. You'll have your first job interview, or the first time you have to pitch a risky business idea to someone who's got decades on you. Our job wasn't to promise that nothing bad would happen. It was to prepare you to handle those firsts with grit and with grace. Class of 2026, you carry the spirit of Austin, a city that values the weird, the authentic, and the diverse. Never let the world's bitterness steal your capacity for awe. The world is noisy and uncertain, but you are Austin ISD educated. Don't just take space in the world as it is, reimagine it. Now I need you to go make some good news and good noise. Congratulations, class of 2026. Well done.
At this time, we have a musical performance by the A.N. McCallum High School Choir, The Road Home by Stephen Paulus. Today we are here to celebrate the McCallum High School class of 2026. In the center of your program, you will find the names of this year's honored graduates. To ensure every student receives their moment, Please hold your applause until all categories have been recognized. Receiving highest honors are the students in the top 2% of the senior class. Will the students in the top 2% and their parents please stand and remain standing? Now, will all the students in the top 5% of the class, the higher honor students, and the parents of these students please stand? And now, will the remaining top 10% of the class, the high honor students and their parents, please stand? Families and friends, please join me in a round of applause for the McCallum High School honor graduates. Thank you. You can be seated. Also noted in the center of the program are the names of the students receiving honors from the National Merit Scholar Program. Our National Merit finalists are Iris Burns Chernovsky, Alexis Frieden, Margaret Gravatt, Gwen Stafford, Ashton Ward, and Shoshana Witchell. Will our National Merit finalist scholars and their families please stand and remain standing? Now will our National Merit Commended Scholars please stand and be recognized? Go ahead, the National Merit finalists stand. Go ahead and stand up. You're a National Commended Scholar. There should be about 15 of you. Go ahead and give them a round of applause. Thank you. You guys may be seated. Again, listed in the center of the program are those students who graduated through the Fine Arts Academy. These students completed required classes in their specific fine arts majors in addition to those classes required by the state of Texas. Would these students and their families please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. McCallum is traditionally given a special award at graduation ceremony, the Art LSAS Most Improved GPA Scholarship. This is a $1,500 scholarship and is given to the senior with the most improved GPA from their 9th grade year to their 12th grade year. This year, the Art LSAS Scholarship Award goes to Marvea Munoz. Come on up, Marvea. Congratulations again, Marvea. McCallum's strength and success comes from the efforts and the support of our teachers and staff and the contributions of many businesses and community members. One of our most important support groups, which dedicates many hours and resources to McCallum and the students, are the parents. To our MAC parents, thank you for your endless hours and for sharing these extraordinary young people with us over the last 4 years. I'd like to take a moment to reflect on this past year and the incredible legacy this class has built. Looking across this group, I see achievements that have pushed the boundaries of what it means to be a McCallum Knight. On the field and on the court, you showed Central Texas what Knight pride looks like. With 15 athletic programs charging into the postseason, we saw the heart of champions. We watched as Julia Lentz shattered school records on her road to state. We cheered as the Blue Brigade dominated the stage, returning home as grand champions. From all district honors to academic all-state selections, you proved that you are just as disciplined in the classroom as you are in the heat of the game. That brilliance extended far beyond the sidelines. Our academic UIL team secured their 4th straight district title. The class of 2026 has earned a staggering $19.6 million in scholarship. Among those is Beatrick Lozak, a Questbridge Match Scholar heading to Yale University this fall, a testament to the powerhouse spirit of this group. In our fine arts halls, the tradition of excellence flourished, whether it was the superior ratings earned by the band, orchestra, choir, piano, and guitar, or the moving performances from our theater and dance departments. You filled our school with soul. And who could forget the annual fashion show? This year's show included over 80 models and 40 designers, brought to life by the vision of Lily Waleski, Thea Claire Brosnan, and Sterling Bradley. If you want to know what it means to grow at McCallum, look no further than Dylan Fissel. Dylan, you are one of only 12 players in the history of our school to earn an all-state football designation, and only the 7th offensive lineman to achieve that feat. But Dylan's impact isn't just felt in the stats. It is also in the work with Mac Powell's and in his voice, the loudest one oftentimes on the sideline, cheering for everybody else. Dylan, as you head to the United States Naval Academy, we thank you for your leadership here and your service to come. Before we award the diplomas, I want to speak directly to you, the seniors. 4 years ago, you walked through our doors a nervous mix of potential and uncertainty. Since then, you have grown in ways you couldn't have imagined. You made the 25-26 school year the most rewarding in our history. Now, I know you will miss us, probably as much as we're going to miss you. Granted, there are things you won't miss. You won't miss the school bell dictating every move in your life. You won't miss the stealth missions to hide your phones, thanks to House Bill 1481. And you certainly won't miss the adult annoyances, the constant reminders to go to school, turn in work, pay attention, or even go to Saturday school when you didn't do the first things that we told you to do. But there are things you will miss. You will miss being surrounded by people who genuinely care about you and want to see you succeed. You will miss that unique camaraderie, that feeling of being one collective voice, whether you're the one cheering or the one being cheered on. You will miss the quiet realization that you belong to something bigger than yourself. You might not want to admit it yet, but you're going to miss McCallum. Because you didn't just attend our school, you helped build it to what it is. In my opinion, the best school on the planet. To the faculty and staff, thank you for your tireless guidance. To the parents and families, thank you for the love and support that carried them to this stage. Seniors, as you stand on the threshold of your adult lives, I want you to freeze this moment. Never forget this feeling of accomplishment. Just like your own families, your MAC family will be watching with pride as you move into the next chapter. Hold your time here in a special place in your heart because you will forever have a place in mine. Thank you for your legacy and everything you've taught me. Congratulations, class of 2026. I would like now to introduce one of our co-valedictorians for the class of 2026, Chloe Secker Martinez, who will be addressing the graduating class.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, teachers, families, staff, and most importantly, the class of 2026. My name is Chloe Secker Martinez. I want to start off by giving a big thank you to all of the teachers at McCallum, Lamar, and Brentwood who have inspired me to love learning and support me throughout the years. I also want to thank my family for being there for all of the first days of school, my roller coasters of emotions, attending all of my shows and events, and supporting me in whatever dreams I may have. I'm also so honored to be sharing this role with Elizabeth. First of all, we're here, and we did it. But not only did we graduate, we made history, memories, and have impacted our schools and communities in more ways that will last a lifetime. It's crazy to think how each of our high school experiences turned out so differently. Yet, we walked the same hallways, had the same amazing teachers, and grew up in the same classrooms. Many times throughout high school, our experiences were guided through who we identified as. For so many years, I've introduced myself as a member of Blue Brigade or part of student council. Some of y'all may have found yourself in a similar position. The list is endless. I'm a basketball player. I'm an art major. I'm in the school musical. I'm in band. Or maybe even I'm the creator of Mac Journeyism. For real, y'all. Whoever made that account has fooled me more times than I'd like to admit. However, as we have now realized, these chapters tend to close. Whether you are continuing these roles and passions in your future or not, these roles in high school have now ended with a final bow, the last game, or even a last dance. There's a part of me who is unsure who I will be when I'm not attached to these titles who have shaped me for these past 4 years. But that's the problem. We in this world were never meant to be ultimately defined by the things we do. The reality is that we are all still figuring out who we are and how we want to impact the world. The titles and roles some of us have lived by only allude to a potential story. They don't tell the full thing. Though this next phase of your life may still be you being that athlete or that artist or whatever you identified as in high school, it's most important to keep in mind that you are brave, you're resilient, and you are determined, and you will continue growing, learning, and evolving. In this next chapter, we have the chance to define our character, demonstrate how we spread kindness, choose how to be good in this world, and how we show up for the people around us. I've been so lucky to have such a great group of best friends, but I've also loved the moments I've spent with so many of you, whether it was working together in a class, dancing in Blue Brigade, or just saying hello in the hallways. Quick fun fact for y'all. My favorite job in student council was anytime I got to work the ticket sales. The reason for this was because I got to meet so many more people, including a lot of you. This is also my apology. If I ever misspelled your name, couldn't hear even if you said it loudly for the 4th time, or if I ever just started laughing obnoxiously for no reason at all. Those of you who know me well will know that I don't like to talk about my grades, and until this week have never checked my class rank. Quick shout out to Miss Nix for entering my rank on every college application while I turned my back to not look. Personally, I did this because I know that my brain would like to trick me to think that my worth was defined by this number that placed me amongst all of you. It wasn't until last year, when I had the pleasure of getting a glimpse into my future profession, when I got to volunteer alongside one of my favorite and most impactful teachers, Miss Stockton, that I learned there are so many more important things than the grades you earn and living with the numbers that society has tried to place on you. Your next adventures will most likely have these numbers that try to define who you are, whether it be grades in college, salaries in your future jobs, or the numbers of no and yeses you may receive throughout your life. Don't let that number take control and choose who you are. Let the amount of work, your passion, and creativity that you put into your endeavors speak louder than that number. I know that this class will continue breaking records, achieving the impossible, and reaching higher than the stars. But most importantly, I know that you will continue embracing who you are. No matter who you are, the next chapter of your life is yours to write and illustrate, rewrite, and redefine all over again. You have all become the author of your own story, and I know without a doubt that they will all become bestsellers. I'm on the edge of my seat waiting to see what each of our next chapters in our lives hold. There will be plot twists, but there will also be an abundance of adventures. So, if you take anything away from this speech, let it be to never give up. I know, very original of me, but to live your life not with fear of failure, but with fear of missing out on what the world has to offer. Forever, go Knights, and here's to our next adventure. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it.
Thank you for your wonderful speech, Chloe. Congratulations. I'd like to present you with this valedictorian plaque. Please have your parents stand and be recognized. Angie and Jeff Secker Martinez, we are just as proud of them as you are. Congratulations. It is my honor now to introduce the second co-valedictorian of the class of 2026, Elizabeth Falcon, will now address her classmates.
Students, faculty, and family members, welcome. The day we never thought would come is finally here. Before I begin, I would like to invite all of my fellow students to briefly stand up from your seats. I understand that sitting for extended periods of time is not only boring, but also painful. So go ahead, everybody stand up. Now that you are stood, please join me in a McCallum tradition. While I personally didn't have Mr. Stanchos as a teacher, I understand that this is something he did before stressful tests or events. Everybody, close your eyes and envision success. Imagine yourself walking the stage, accepting your well-earned diploma, and hearing your friends and family cheer for you. Envision yourself as triumphant. Nothing can beat you now. But don't fall down the stairs. Now, repeat after me loud so all your family members can hear you. I'm going to ace this thing. Yay. Thank you in joining me in this last ode to the incredibly hardworking McCallum faculty. Let's give them a hand. You may be seated. The year I started high school at McCallum was around the same year I put my mind to becoming a professional dancer. Late, I know. Now, I love my parents, but I could tell they thought I was insane. Here I was, a 14-year-old soccer player who barely knew the names of the most basic ballet steps, proclaiming to the world that I was meant to be on stage while still getting comfortable taking off my COVID mask. I'm not going to lie, it's been way harder than I thought. To commit yourself, body and soul, to something so demanding with so little reward is to commit a sacrifice so great that only passion can support it. Now here's the thing. When I started to get more serious with my training, I noticed that most of the girls I danced with were homeschooled. In the ballet community, it felt almost encouraged to abandon a normal high school experience in order to fully commit yourself to dancing. This is how I knew I was different from my fellow dancers. I value something that no amount of time in the ballet studio will reward me with: connection. There is no better feeling than being recognized by your friends in a crowded room, like in those chaotic senior meetings, when it felt like a gladiator battle trying to fight through crowds just to locate your friends. There's nothing like a past teacher continually saying hi to you in the hallways and asking for life updates. And I know we have all had at least 10 fist bumps from the world's sweetest custodian, Mr. Kenneth Sterling. And as much as we may have despised it, truly nothing beats going through the same difficult parts of life with people that you care about. Maybe taking the PSATs and SATs together felt like a fever dream, but at least we weren't alone. And when the phone ban happened, it didn't feel like a huge punishment because we were all experiencing it and adapting to it together. Connection is what wrangled me out of bed every morning. It's what prompted me to make friends across grades, to cry when I saw them graduate. It's what makes McCallum arguably better than any other school I could have hoped to attend. I walked into this school with a handful of friends and a few faces I recognize. And I'm proud to say that I'm walking out with friends from every fine arts major, sports team, and previous middle school that exists within our community. In my 4 years here, I've never once felt excluded from the preconceived cliques that I had expected to find. Of course, my knowledge came from High School Musical, so my assumptions were never top of the line. But seriously, I'm eternally grateful to have had such a welcoming community to experience high school with. To have fought the pressure I felt within my smaller dance circle, to quit school would have been much more difficult had I been in a different place. And I sincerely thank every single faculty and administrative member, student, and custodian for helping make the choice to stay as obvious as it could have been. I'd like to take this opportunity to extend my gratitude towards my family, who offered me their boundless support through these crazy few years. To my mom, thank you for being my cheerleader at all of my dance events and for helping the transition into adulthood feel fun. To my dad, thank you for never failing to make me laugh and inspiring me to enjoy the beauty that is art. To my older sister, thank you for being my best friend and constantly challenging me to be as selfless and self-aware as you are. And to my grandpa, thank you for never making me believe that my dreams were unreasonable. On behalf of our entire class, I would like to give a huge thanks to Ms. Nix and Dr. D for helping us through the tumultuous process of finding our next steps. Ms. Nix, you made every single student feel seen and important, and I can truthfully admit that your empathy and character will forever be my ultimate inspiration. Dr. D, you took on an impossibly difficult task of becoming the new college counselor in such a graceful stride. We thank you for lending a kind ear to listen and are confident that next year's seniors are in safe hands. And so here it is, the day we never thought would come. We counted down the days, checked boxes off our senior bucket list, winced our way through final exams, and exhaled when our caps and gowns finally arrived. Whether you're headed off to college, working a job, joining the armed forces, or taking the next year to discover what you need, I know that every single person in front of me will bring forward the lessons in resilience, kindness, and selflessness McCallum has taught us into their next adventure. And hopefully, wherever you end up, raccoons don't fall from the ceiling. But if they do, I know you'll be reminded of McCallum, and so maybe I hope they just might. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Congratulations, Elizabeth. I'd like to award you with this valedictorian plaque. Please have your parents stand and be recognized. Andrea and Mark Falcon. We are just as proud of her as you are. Congratulations. At this time, all students seated on the stage should exit the stage and join their graduates for the class of 2026 preparing for the awarding of diploma covers. So now it's time to certify our graduates. Mr. Segura and the Austin ISD Board of Trustees, it is my honor to present the McCallum High School class of 2026. Mr. Segura, members of the board, and graduates, please stand. Graduates, stand. To the members of the Board of Trustees and Mr. Segura, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the Texas Education Agency, I certify that these candidates have completed all the requirements as specified by district policy and state law, and I recommend that they be awarded their diplomas and certificates. Please be seated. Teachers, please direct the first rows of students to approach the stage.
Sahar Abbasi.
Ruby McGee.
Jacob Isaac Abbott.
Sophia Manos.
Carrington Edvin Aguilar.
Amers Haley Martinez.
Carlos Santiago Aldretti.
Jessica Martinez is proudly presenting Jalen Martinez.
Okay. Esteban Cadillac Alaman Ward.
Just because if we wait.
Keonce Mason.
Okay, yeah. Hayes Alexander.
River Margrave.
Vincent Lincoln Allen Fredel.
Molly Mathis.
Angelique Diane Almaguer.
Liliana Lee Machagrano.
Christopher Alvarez.
Wyatt Mays.
Sophia Ann Alvarez.
Brenna McCabe.
Genevieve Apple.
Augustus Finn McClish.
Said Nayara Araguz Chavira.
Tallulah Rune McColgan.
Reese Richie Armstrong.
Ruth McFarlane.
Nayeli Azul.
Magnolia Mass.
Julian Oliver Young Ballou.
Jane McKenna.
Sutton Kern Banning.
Julia Ann McNeil.
Cyrus James Barfield.
Lydia Moe.
Josephine Abigail Barnard.
Celine Medina.
Raymond Michael Barrett.
Vivian Medina.
Roman Asher Barrett.
Michaela Dolores Rochelle Mercer.
Aurelia Grace Beardsley.
What's her name? Oh, right here. Okay, Kelly Merritt is proudly presenting the diploma to Emerson Merritt.
Charlotte Maria Becker.
Eli Finnegan Meshbane Duke.
Coda Keen Becker.
Zvi Mesa.
Sherelle Marav Bahar.
Jacob Charles Mickish.
Jonathan Bekele Gurma.
Liam Milner.
Caroline Bell.
Brian Mino.
Lucas Bell.
Paige Elizabeth Mitchell.
Ava Elizabeth Burnitz.
Sam Monger.
Ariel Bediesa.
Asa Monty.
Lillian Biggs.
Amandalyn Moore.
Joseph Black.
Vivian Grace Moore.
Owen Black.
Soraya Morales.
Evangeline Blackburn.
Mariah Elizabeth Moreno.
Joseph Blackwood.
Augustus Maury.
Maxwell Blaha.
Hillary Morris.
Miguel Vasquez.
Colin Morrison.
Milan Boudou.
Samuel Morse.
Blaine Bowes.
Owen Moss.
Benjamin Dax Bourgeois.
Tyler Moltis.
Tara Bowman is presenting to William Christopher Bowman.
Davis Mullins.
Okay. Kaz Boyle. Thomas Lewis Bradfield.
Beatrice Tavera is proudly presenting the diploma to Marvea Sore Munoz Tavera.
Sterling Bradley.
Anastasia Mukiana.
Aiden Breaker.
Elisa Maimrana.
Charles Leonardo Brewster.
Caroline Nagel.
Matthew Alejandro Brewster.
Des Navarro.
Mary Lauren Briseño.
Victor Navarro.
Jaden Christopher Bridges.
Samuel Everett Nelson.
Thea Claire Brosnan.
Mary Elizabeth Nevins.
Lila Brotherton.
Crow Newman.
Maggie Brown.
Natalia Niles Agreo.
Chloe Bros.
Tahir Nizami.
Dylan Brill.
Kevin Nolasco Hernandez.
I got you. Maria Bulger.
Maria Nunez is proudly presenting this diploma to Sofia Nunez.
Quinn Bunce.
Madeline O'Connor.
Alex Bonodono.
Carl Offit.
Greta Burns.
Ephraim Poprock Shui.
Iris Burns Trahanovsky.
Hunter Parker.
Luca Butler.
You ready?
Theodore Parker.
Sally Butler.
Lucas Parra.
Helena Kakeli.
Sienna Patel.
Zara Kachi.
Mira Patel.
Laura Beck is presenting the diploma to Amelia Jean Cahoon.
Abigail Peacock.
Charles Caperton.
Brigida Perez.
Malia Carmen.
Robert Logan Irving Perkins.
Carlos Carmona.
Thomas Perkins.
Lucia Chapman.
Noble Pierce.
Grant Chase.
Emily Jean Piper.
Jackson Andrew Casey.
Olivia Forrest Pittman.
Giovanni Castillo.
Benjamin Pitts Bermudez.
William Cawthorn is presenting the diploma to Ethan Cawthorn.
Ethan Plummer.
Michael Childs.
Isla Rain Poole.
Dylan Claire Circle.
Cole Powers.
Olivia Clark.
Benjamin Price.
Bonham Michael Cleaver.
Merrill Price.
Emily Ann Cockrum Lewis.
Eleanor Pringle Rodney.
Lino Conan Adad.
Kata Proctor.
Okay. Cynthia Rugney Coleman.
Cruz Quintana.
Audrey Conrad.
Amara Rab.
Ramona Considine.
Kavi Raman.
Justice Aiden Conway.
Luciana Ramirez.
Brenna Corney.
Oscar Ramirez Osolo.
William Finian Cohen.
Avi Samuel Rappaport.
Madison Christine Crenshaw.
Aiden Reyes.
Melena Rose Crockett.
Leila Apollonia Reina.
Hannah Crooks.
Miller Delaney Roberts.
Charlotte Cross. Leah Slade Darcy.
Jackson Roberts Bardwell.
Ava D'Alessandro.
Anna Robinson.
Josephine David.
Nico Robles.
Lou Davidson.
Eliana Rocap. Jayla Raquel Rocha.
Greg Diatley is proudly presenting to Waylon Diatley.
James Roden.
Gracie Renee De La Torre.
Mateo Rodriguez.
Cricket Del Canto.
Darby Roldan.
Forrest Derelette.
Jonas Romberg.
Paul Devins.
Claire Rose.
Tristan Kaylin Diaz.
Camilla Rosen.
Miles Dreyer.
Robert Rosenblatt is proudly presenting this diploma to Alexa Rosenblatt.
Andrian Dreit.
Julia Ross.
Avi Drucker Falk.
Lena Dallas Webster Ross.
John Dulong.
Lila Virginia Ross.
Grant Eichler.
Tito Reitz.
Leela Elmore.
Riley Rupersberg.
Xavier Enamorado Benitez.
Alex Rushing.
Asher English.
Nicholas Arthur Sadler.
Liliana Escamilla.
Samia Safi.
Mauricio Esparza.
Jasmine Salazar.
Durham Seguin Ezel.
Curran Salmon.
Lincoln Faber.
Jalen Janelle Sanchez.
Josephine Fehrenbacher Martin.
Jocelyn Sanchez Montanez.
Elizabeth Falcon.
Yair Sebastian Sanchez Rosas.
Kaylin Farley.
Viviana Marie Sandoval.
Forrest Fiedler.
Sly Satija.
Willa Fisher.
Maria Satterwhite is proudly presenting the diploma to Maxwell Satterwhite.
Luella Fisher.
Lori Salcedo is proudly presenting the diploma to Sophia Salcedo.
Chase Bissell.
Ian Savitsky.
Dylan Bissell.
Yanina Shaba.
Samuel Fitzgibbons.
Hannah Elaine Schlesinger.
Laura Castillo is presenting his diploma to Yvonne Flores.
Meryl Schumacher.
Sage Flowers.
Adrena Scott.
Summit Flowers.
Angie Secker Martinez is proudly presenting this diploma to Chloe Secker Martinez.
Logan Fui.
Alma de la Cruz is proudly presenting this diploma to Martha Segovia.
Javian Isaias Flores.
Thomas Siebert.
Kylan Flocka.
Michaela Cephas.
Kaylin Foradori.
Gabriel Zinn Joseph Shvat Seymour.
Isaac Frank.
Sadie Camille Shavel.
Alexis Friedheim.
Stella Sharp.
Tobias Fry.
Jose D. Shepard.
Aaron Friedman is proudly presenting to Noah Leland Friedman.
Madeline Siege.
Aaron Fullerton is proudly presenting to Max James Fullerton.
Gwen Siki.
Gray Gaddis.
Jada Nicole Silk Willis.
Royce Gale.
Cosby Sims.
Eric Galindo.
Audrey Smith.
Luca Pascal Galindo.
Augustus Smith.
Will Garnes.
Elsie Smith.
Carla Faye Garrett.
Emery Smith.
Nadia Capri Garote.
Teddy Smith.
Elise Garza.
Layla Jo Sodudi.
Malin Elizabeth Gill.
Samantha Spear.
Elton Gilbert.
Emily Spigner.
August Maxwell Gleason.
Renee Sportez.
Dashel Glessner.
Quinn Giles Stafford.
Lena Pearl Golding.
Bailey Stanley.
Mia Reese Gonzalez.
Dustin Stanley.
Allison Gordon.
Caden Michael Stefanelli.
Isabella Gorin.
Lucy Sfera Sternberg.
Maggie Susan Gravett.
Olivia Stewart.
Evan Gravois.
William Stiles.
Brady Matthew Griffin.
Freedom Stein.
Anna and Joaquim Guerrero are proudly presenting the diploma to Gabriela Guerrero.
Justice Stein.
Maximo Guevara Vasquez.
Luke Stone.
Sienna Gunning.
Connor Streetman.
Renato Guzman is proudly presenting to Iris Natalia Guzman.
Sawyer Swinson.
Amir Grace Habib Weymouth.
Ava Siliason.
Ashton Haynes.
William Tchaikovsky.
Kamora Lanice Hale.
Maya Tackett.
Annabelle Hamburger.
Elliot Taylor.
Sarah Hamlet.
Kingsley Taylor.
Everett Hamlin.
Jennifer Tay.
Corinne Hampton.
Evans Thayer.
Jill Hoffman.
Amari Thomas.
Dylan Duhan Harper.
Lark Thompson.
Angelica Florence Hakela.
Priya Thoppel.
Evangeline Heining.
Anaya Thornton.
Imogen Natalie Harlow Hendricksey.
Braden Anthony Thornton.
Cooper Emmett Hensley.
Maya Carmen Tien.
Gus Hernandez.
Nadia Tissenbaum.
Eileen Hernandez Aguirre.
Harlan Schratzenberg.
Arturo Hernandez Estrada.
Nehemiah Trejo.
Gael Hernandez O'Brien.
Elliot Lawrence Chula.
Eric Hernandez Reyes.
Rachel Tun Torres.
Biga Herndon Prine.
Patrick Soren Tui.
Yesenia Rosa Quintanar.
Isabel Ileana Urbina.
Evan Michael Heron.
Brian William Valdez.
Jax Hicks.
Jeremy Albert Villa Solis.
Calvin Hodge.
Maya Vasquez Stegen.
Rocket Huff.
Chloe Veraskagi.
Jasmine Holcomb.
August Veselka.
Alexander Jonas Hopper.
Valeria Villafuerte Perez.
Araya Camille Howard. Got you.
Camila Alexandra Villalobos.
Sullivan Ray Hunt.
Gael Javier Villalon.
Nella Ibsen.
Sofia Villamizar Latorre.
Charlie Irvin Lachlan.
Sofia Villanueva.
Kafia Jackson Woods.
Joshua Allen Villarreal.
Jose Jaimes.
Harper Wade.
Octavia Alice Ann James.
Paxlin Wagoner.
Evelyn Brett Jenkins.
Lily June Waluski.
Kai Jimenez.
Lucas Mortal Walker.
Malcolm Johnson.
Ashton Ward.
Penelope Johnson.
Nash Ramon Wegner.
Ruby Johnson.
Tilly Wetterschneider.
Allison Jones.
Paige Whitworth.
Desmond Jones.
Tess Mariana Wibbermeyer.
Rylan O'Neill Jones.
Cyrus Diego Wiggin.
Veronica Autumn Jones.
Heidi Hansel Wilhelm.
Madeline Juarez.
Brendan Williams.
Joni Marie Hugilan.
Clara Williams.
Lillian Kirby.
Knox Williams.
April Truce Chernus.
Lilia Marion Williams.
Lindsay Coleridge.
Rose Williams.
Sophia Koval.
Shoshana Adler Witchell.
Rostilov Kozlov.
Zion Jordan Wolf.
Okay, Isadora Lang.
Noah Woodbridge.
Iris Adelia Neal LaRue.
Tristan Anthony Wright.
Sura Lashkari.
Menahem Yaf.
Federico Kai Vicente Leiden.
Madeline Yelman.
Gianni Lento.
Grace Yimington.
Julia Menchaca Lentz.
Rowdy Yepes.
Gwendolyn Silvana Lesson.
Zev Zant.
Kiera Lewis.
Joshua Zuniga.
Emma Lagarde.
Elizabeth Wilburn is proudly presenting the diploma to Beatrix Lozach.
Malin Lindelow is proudly presenting to Emil Lindelow Cook.
Stephen Ray Foster.
Alabaster Lippert. Oh, thank you. Stella Rose Little. Lauren Kroom is proudly presenting to Isabella Ruth Kroom Loretta. Larkin Long. Alexander Lopez. Omar Lopez. And Lance Kennedy.
All right, folks, we're almost done. Let's close the ceremony with the last 4 steps. The class of 2026 will sing our school song together one last time. I will direct you, not now, to shift your tassels from right to left. I'll say celebrate, signaling the time for you to toss your caps in the air. And then the music will cue you to start exiting out. Remember, this row is going to go out over here. This side is going to go out door number 2. So we're almost there, guys. So now let's join us. Graduates, please stand. If you guys want to come up here. Join us one last time in singing the McCallum High School Alma Mater School song. You will find the words printed on the back of your program. So graduates, you now stand before us as graduates. To signify your participation in this ceremony, please shift your tassels from right to left. You ready? Celebrate. Parents and guests, please remain seated until our graduates exit the arena during the recessional. We would appreciate it if you could throw away your water bottles and trash on your way out. Graduates, please meet your family in the designated area between the arena and the baseball field. From there, you can access parking areas on the Highway 290 and Jones Road. At this time, let's take it away, band. All right, seniors, time to start making your way out.